by lunchtime, because that's the reward for anyone who can complete Britain's newest jigsaw puzzle. The makers say it would take a home computer 130 billion years. So not much chance there then. But we have got thousands for you to win too in our soap quiz. All you have to do to enter
is to crack it. Christopher Monckton invented it. Chris, of course, used to advise Margaret Thatcher, so he's used to insoluble problems. And here, trying to solve it, only a joke, our Professor David Singmaster, who lectures in the history of games and puzzles, world Cluedo and Monopoly champion Joseph Collar. Oh, God, I hope I get this right now. Britain's youngest ever Mensa member, 5-year-old Dineshi... I meant to practice this in the break. Say it again, somebody.
Danisha.
I know Danisha Nigananantham. Is that right? Yes. Is that close?
Yeah.
You should see it on the autocue. It goes on for 3 lines. Anyway, she's with her mum Rani. Hello, Rani. Thanks for being here. Now then, first of all, congratulations, Chris. This is a publicity coup. It's been all over the news and the papers and everything. It's a jigsaw without a picture. How many pieces are there in it?
209.
Yeah.
All you do is put those pieces into that frame.
Yep.
Like that. No gaps, no overlaps, just like a jigsaw.
Got to fit perfectly.
Got to fit perfectly, no holes anywhere, and you will win £1 million. First person to do it wins £1 million.
And how long did it take you to work it out?
It took me 14 years to dream this one up.
14 years? God.
So don't you think you're going to win this too quickly?
You could earn $1 million on a milk round in 14 years.
Is there only one way for each piece to fit?
No, each piece can fit against each other piece in lots of different ways. You can put that one there, but it might also go the other way around. It might also go there.
But there's
lots of different possibilities.
But there's only one true way.
Well, in fact, we think there may be several billion ways of putting these pieces into this frame.
And completing the frame, filling it perfectly.
And unusually, for a puzzle of this class, what we're not saying is you've got to match the solution that we've found.
No, you just got to fit it.
Any solution that fits.
Right.
If you're the first one to do it, that's a winning solution.
And as you say, you reckon there's more than one. In fact, you reckon there's almost an infinite number of possibilities. So why is it so damn difficult to do them?
Because there's a much more huge, infinite number of impossibilities. Solutions where it doesn't quite fit.
I see.
And since you've got to get all the pieces to fit exactly, it is very, very complicated, but it is solvable. There is a solution, and it's held by the loss adjusters for the underwriters who are going to pay out the prize. That's right. So the money is definitely there, the solution is definitely there, the puzzle is called Eternity, and to help you out, there are 3 smaller puzzles, one of 10, one of 14, and one of 20 pieces. And with each of those that you solve, you send in your solution, and the company will send back to you the location of 1 or 2 of the pieces of the big puzzle.
Oh, right.
So this puzzle is going to get easier with each year that passes, because each year another 3 or 4 little puzzles will come out with clues to the big one, until somebody actually wins the million. We want somebody to win this.
Right, and the million is sort of prize is open for 3 years.
It's open for 3 years, that's right. And at the end of each year, each full year on sale, there will be a scrutiny of the entries received, and they're all dated in the order of receipt. So the first one in is opened first. And if that makes a solution, then that one wins the million.
There's this... Can I just ask one more question? There's this thing, if you win the lottery, and people who won the lottery say they go slightly mad about not losing the ticket until they cash it in. What if somebody does crack it soon? You know, what do? They super glue it? How do you verify that they've done the puzzle?
What they do is they fill in a large map, the same scale. They can literally trace their solution on. You see these lines here where the pieces join up. Look how neatly those fit together. You trace that on your solution map. You put your name and address on. You send it to the loss adjusters.
That proves you've done it.
Who are the judges in this. That proves you've done it. The loss adjusters will then open these one by one, and they will then take a set of pieces, put them together. If they fit, that's the winner.
Can you imagine, Judy? Just imagine.
No.
Just imagine if you did it right, and you've just put the last piece on, and you get up and somebody comes in and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? There'll be murders.
He's taking Christopher.
No, he hasn't. You just set that up. Can you imagine it?
No.
God.
But I can't imagine doing it.
Great idea.
It's a fantastic, it's a real brain teaser. Now, Professor over there, you know all about the theory. I mean, that's what you do. You study and teach the theory of games and puzzles. Theoretically, therefore, you should be able to grasp this quite easily. What do you think?
Well, as he said, it'll take a long time, because a puzzle of this sort, there's really no sort of theoretical help in it. All you can do is just look systematically through all the possibilities And the number of possibilities is huge.
Yeah.
So once you've done a bit at the bottom there, I'm going to point to it. You've done that now, that's complete. But there's no way of knowing if that's the correct configuration. I mean, that might not ever be suitable for the final solution.
Absolutely not. I mean, there's been some discussion of this already on internet groups and so on.
I bet there has.
And everybody's very keen to get a hold of a copy so that they can have a go at it. The people in America are terribly worried that somebody in England will solve it before it gets to America. But,
you can do a Rubik's Cube in 2 minutes, is that right?
2 to 3 minutes, yeah.
Could you just...
I'll do
that for us now while we're
maybe while I'm talking.
We'll come back to you, okay. And the clock starts now. Okay.
Right, now, Joseph, next time, you're sort of world Cluedo champion.
Yeah.
There's all about Monopoly
Yes.
champion. There's all about... How do you fancy your chances with this?
I think I stand more chance of winning the lottery, to be honest.
Really?
Well, you probably would. It's a 1 in 13 million chance of winning the lottery, isn't it? Just over that, 1 in 13 million.
That's right.
And here we're talking about thousands of, well, millions of billions.
Millions of billions of years if you let a computer just boringly crunch through all the possibilities. But a human has that intuition. I mean, look at Denisha here, for instance.
Denisha, have you done this?
She's not been at this for very long, and she's already...
done it!
Brilliant! You did it in 45 seconds.
Well
done.
Excellent. I have to tell you that it lucked out because somebody here randomized it, but they didn't turn it enough. It just happened that once I got one face done, the other two were already done.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well done,
I lucked out enormously.
Oh, well done. Very
But
impressive.
that's the way this puzzle will probably happen.
Someone will luck out.
Right, because there'll be so many people starting from so many different places. Somebody's going to be close to the solution at random.
Right. Go on, Deneen.
Dinesh, have you done you've done these bits yourself with your mummy's help, haven't you? Yeah. But is it a bit boring because it's all green? Would you prefer a picture? That's because you're only 5, you see. How would she? And mind you, I would be the same. She's incredibly clever, isn't she?
Yes.
Does she do a lot of jigsaws at home?
Yes, she does. Yesterday when she was doing few jigsaws at home.
How many pieces?
One is 100, one is 48.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She can do it very well, yes.
So you reckon she could have a good stab at this?
She says it's same colour, it's a bit boring and all same.
Well, that is the trouble. It's not a kid's thing, is it? This is for serious puzzle.
I reckon 8 to adult is a good spread.
Yeah.
Mr. Monopoly Man, do you think you could solve it given a year? So you sat down every morning and did 2 hours of it. Do you think you could solve it, or do you think it really is that
I'd go
difficult?
mad first.
Yeah. But the smaller ones that come with it must be quite fun, actually, doing a 10-piece and a 20-piece.
Well, they are. It's surprising how difficult the 10-piece was. In fact, when we launched this at the Toy Fair, we had a 6-piece mock-up. And a lot of the journalists who were at the Toy Fair came back to us and they said, this is a scam. This 6-piece puzzle doesn't go together. We've worked on it for half an hour and it can't be done.
Really? Well, I have to tell you, this morning, I came over here and thought, I'll have a little crack at this. And I got a few pieces together.
Yeah.
And I sort of thought, oh, the hell with it. I mean, honestly, like 7 seconds, that was it. Because I haven't got that kind of patience. But a great idea. Thank you very much for coming in and talking about it.
Can't even get one piece to fit.
Can't you? Well, it was like me. I couldn't get one.
Well, it's on sale from June the 2nd.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And what's it called again? Eternity.
Eternity, yeah.
Because that's what it's all about.
A Stephen Hawking type game.
Yeah. Okay, Jude.
Sorry, it's not.
It's got you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'm obsessed with it now. Thank you all very much for coming in. Good luck with it.
Thank you. Good luck. Cheers. And you guys are going to carry on till the end of the show. We'll see, just for the heck of it, we'll just see by about 12 o'clock how much you've got put together. Okay? Fine.
Right, we're going back to something comprehensible now. Rosemary.
Anyway, Rachel's professional life is on a big upswing as well. She's cracked Hollywood with this. But what's coming after the scarabs? What comes after the scarab beetles? There's obviously something else about to come out the back, isn't there?
Just more and more
Just
scarabs.
more
Yeah, more and
It's
more
more
and
of the
more.
same.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, because
Thank you.
you've cracked it. I mean, it's a huge... isn't it one of the biggest grossing films that America's seen?
It did break box office records in America. Yeah.
Is it? I mean, I know it's based on an old film because Boris Karloff was in it, wasn't he?
Exactly. Yes.
The 1932 or something. Oh, there he is.
Boris himself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but have you set it, is it in a modern setting for this one?
No, it's set in the 1930s
Right.
as well. So, it's
so
got
you're an Egyptologist, a bit like Indiana Jones.
Exactly, it's very Indiana Jones is the feeling
Yeah.
of it, but it's kind of it's not really a horror movie. It's more of a comedy, action, adventure, sort of romance type thing.
What's the basic plot line that you by interfering in things what you shouldn't be interfering in, you bring the mummy back to life?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
and all its magic.
Yes. Well, I'm an Egyptologist, so I don't believe in mummies and curses.
Right.
But I'm with two men who get very scared all the time. They're going, oh no, the mummy, the curse, because we've gone to this lost city of Hamunaptra and I'm looking for treasures. For archaeological reasons, of course. And but it's actually my fault. I released the mummy.
And is the mummy horrible?
The mummy is horrible. He's not a Boris Karloff. He's not a man
Winding
wrapped
sheets.
in bandages. No, it's a computer-generated mummy. So these are sort
right.
of state-of-the-art
kind.
technology. They are. They're awful. Those computer ones.
Yeah, we're just saying because the scarab, there's very, very good special effects on the film. We'll
amazing
show another
special
clip.
effects.
Fantastic. But a lot of them, as you say, they are computer generated.
Like the
so a lot of
scarabs.
the time you're kind of acting to nothing, really. It must be a very strange experience.
It's called acting against a blue screen often. So the director, I'd love to say it's really, really taxing, difficult thing to do, but it's incredibly easy actually. The director just says, okay, imagine there's a big, scary, putrefying mummy walking towards you. It's like being a child. You just look and imagine, and if you're imagining it right, you look as if you're seeing it.
Yeah,
you know,
your face paints the picture.
Exactly. It's not very hard.
Well, you're not actually in this clip because the clip's all about the special effects.
Oh, good.
So
No,
is that right?
they're very important, the special effects.
Well,
Let's
we're
see
just going to
them.
show you this. I think this is great.
Is it meant to be the Grand Canyon? No, it can't because it's
No.
Rushmore.
It's a scud in Egypt. You know, one of these escarpment things.
Anyway.
Anyway, no. Let's have a look. Fantastic. I've got to see this film. When does it come out in Britain?
June 24th.
June 24th,
Yeah.
right. And the guy we saw there looked a bit like a genie. In fact, he's the regenerated mummy.
He's the mummy once he's come back to life properly. He's rather beautiful.
But he's
sort of
horrible to begin with.
Yes,
Or
he's
bits of flesh dropping off and
really,
everything.
really ugly.
Knockout.
But it's PG-13 horror. It's not
Sure.
really. It's family horror.
I can't wait.
You're going. My film for me. All right. Well, let's talk about the other thing you're doing because that's past history for you, really. Although we've not sort of seen it yet, but we will in next month. But you're doing a play, which is again another sort of throwback. 'Cause it's a Tennessee Williams play, isn't it?
Yes.
Suddenly Last Summer, which again was a film, wasn't it, with Liz Taylor?
Yeah, it's an old black and white with Liz Taylor, Katharine Hepburn, Montgomery
fabulous.
Clifton. It's actually the first time it's ever been on in England, in the West End.
Which theatre is it?
It's at the Comedy Theatre. Yeah.
Was that Montgomery Clift before he had his terrible car accident or after? Do you know?
Do you know? I think he just had it.
Really?
And there are some people who say you can tell.
Oh, you can tell.
Apparently,
no,
yeah.
he was just beautiful before the crash, and then after the crash, and it destroyed him psychologically. He came back,
Yeah.
and he wasn't the same, and his face had coarsened very much on one side. And didn't he kill himself in the end, Montgomery
In
Clift?
the end, I think
Did
he
he?
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh,
He
that's
had it.
terribly
No,
sad.
sorry, anyway.
Anyway, that's another story.
That's another story.
You're all jolly happy. Who's playing the Montgomery Clift character then?
Jared Butler.
Right.
It's a Scottish actor. Sheila Gish plays Mrs. Venable.
Yeah.
And
you play the
Kath-
niece.
the niece, yeah. And it's basically a story where I've witnessed the death of my cousin a year ago, and it's a horrific death, and so horrific that no one believes the story. And it's one of those horrible situations where you know something is true, but everyone thinks you're mad.
What
And
is
you
the story? How does he die?
I shouldn't say
Oh,
that
it
because
gives-
that's the big
Fine.
plot
weird
thing at the
death.
end. Yeah, it's a weird death, and I get put into a mental asylum for a year, and I get brought to my aunt's house, this big tropical kind of sweaty New Orleans jungle, to tell the story.
And she's
That's your
very
set,
angry
isn't it?
with you.
Great
She-
set.
That's the set, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so angry with me that she has a doctor there who she wants to perform a lobotomy on me to cut the story out of my brain. So I'm kind of fighting for my life.
What's the
Yeah.
story? What's the?
Well,
No, you tell me in the break.
I
You
did
tell me in the
school,
break.
but also the subtext is that when Tennessee Williams was writing this, he was going through a huge crisis himself, wasn't he? Because he was being analysed by a psychiatrist,
Yes.
a Freudian,
Yeah.
and Tennessee Williams was homosexual, and he was getting a lot of sort of dual messages and being told not to
Go there.
well, to give that up,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
And that influenced his writing for the play.
That's exactly right.
And
It's very much, it's sort of like a dream piece. It's sort
Yeah.
of very much to do with his unconscious and his own kind of fears and anxieties about his homosexuality. And the dead man in it, Sebastian, was a homosexual, although his mother his mother said he was chaste. He was chaste.
Yeah.
She says C-H-A-S-T-E, not C-H-A-S-E-D.
Yeah.
The doctor says, I know what you meant, Mrs. Venable. But yeah, so it's all about covering up secrets.
I love Tennessee Williams.
I do
So
too.
intense and
yeah.
emotional.
Yeah.
Well, you're
That's what
having
we
a
need
damn
for our
good time,
program.
aren't you? Making
Yeah.
great films, and it
Yeah.
sounds like a wonderful play. Is it open? Is it opened yet?
It's opened a couple of weeks ago and it's on until July the 18th.
Fine, so it's doing well, is it?
Yeah.
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 Bums
it
on
is.
seats and all that.
Bums on seats.
Good.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
at the Comedy Theatre.
Comedy Theatre in
in-
Panton Street, which is in West End. Yeah.
Gosh, great, doing really well.
Well, give our love to Neil.
I
yes,
will
you
do.
say he's got his wisdom teeth.
out.
Yeah, he's all big and swollen like a hamster. He can't shave either, so I'm seeing him with a beard for the first time. He's lost feeling actually in this one side of his face.
How long ago did he have it? Did he?
A week ago. Yeah.
Obviously permanent damage then.
Poor thing. Oh no, God.
Whining about. Is he,
Suing that
is he a good
doctor.
patient?
He's
No.
no. Men on the whole aren't for it, wouldn't you say?
Well, I don't know.
I'm never
you're,
ill.
You're quite healthy, so
I'm
I've
not
yet
ill.
to find out.
Yeah.
But you've got wisdom teeth, so maybe.
I know,
you'll,
mine are going up and down like elevators, in the back. Is that? Did they keep coming up and going down again with him?
No, they're impacted.
What does that mean?
It means they're right underneath the gum, so you can only see. In fact, when the dentist took his X-ray, they said, "Well, look, we'll take your name off it, obviously, because you're a celebrity, but can we use it as a case study in our dental school? Because it was so extraordinary."
So he'll live on when his career's finished.
Absolutely, that jaw, Morrissey jaw, there will be there.
Real Morrissey
In the
impacted
textbook
wisdom
plates for
teeth.
years
Yeah.
to come. Well, listen, congratulations and everything. It's lovely
It's
to
lovely
meet
to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you, lovely to meet you
Great.
both.
Now we've got time for. We have actually got time for just the job.
Are we on time today?
We're on time.
Good
We've
God.
been Chris mother. Mother. Sorry about that. Was the youngest member of MEMSA, Mummy.
Where did she get her brains from? You, Dad, or
No idea.
really?
No.
But
Anyone-
she's very, very clever, but she wants a picture and said, so what have we got for her? There you are.
Oh, that's
This is
smart.
one of the cleverest bunnies
Oh, so
There
thank you.
you
studio
are.
in Britain. There you go.
For you, because for sitting here all day and being such a good
Good.
little
Thank you
Five
very
years old.
much.
She's been there for an hour and a half.
Lovely.
How patient is that? It's
Yeah.
very, very good. Well done.
Thank you
Well,
very
lovely to meet you.
much.
Bad luck, guys. You didn't
Yeah.
say you didn't crack it, but
One day they will.
one day, I'm sure you will. Somebody will. Apparently, humans have a better chance than the computers because humans look at it in a more logical way.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say humans have a better chance than baboons then. I don't know why.
What if a baboon won it? What would they do with all the money? Anyway, here's Carl going wild in paradise.
Good enough.